Today we're talking about hits and keeping track. I am going to do a screen share with you so you can see what's going on. But I do want to give you a brief rundown of what tracking is, why you should be using it, and how you can use it to tweak what you're doing and get better results. All right, so first thing, what is a tracker? A tracker is a site where you take one of your affiliate links for any of the different various programs that you can promote, and you put that link into the tracker section, and it creates a new link for you. And that link is called a tracked link. And with hitsconnect, it provides you with a way to see how many people have visited your ad, how many people have clicked on your ad, and if the if the URL you are promoting is from an LFM script, then hey, it will auto append, which means it will automatically put what traffic source and ad that conversion came from, sign up, sale, whatever. So how does this affect you? Well, two ways. One, when you're advertising online, not all advertising sources are created equally. Just sad facts. Sorry. We would love to say that yes, they all work equally well and they're amazing, but that's not true. Some work better than others. Some don't work at all. But if you are not using a tracked URL, you have no idea whether or not people are even viewing your ad from a specific traffic source. Now, here's the other side of that. If I have multiple ads and I don't keep track of them and I don't know where my signups are coming from, as in, was it the ad I placed yesterday? Was it the ad I placed Monday? Was it the ad I placed that was a different ad on Wednesday? How many different ads did you place and where did you place them? I mean, if your memory is that good that you can just remember it all, then fantastic. But I find, and as the years have progressed and my responsibilities have become more and more, I lack space to keep track of that, at least efficiently. So I use a tracker because I am totally fallible. I make mistakes all the time, but I can combat that by looking at my tracking results and adjusting for my mistakes. Well, what do you mean? Well, let's say, well, what do you call a mistake? Well, let's say I got this great idea to make a splash page, and I just decided to make it as loud and obnoxious as I felt at that point in time. And then I put it out in rotation. But I put it in hitsconnect, and I created a tracked URL, so I know at least what's going on with it. And then I find out that not only is this a very, very loud ad, an obnoxious ad, but it does not work at all. Okay, how do I know this? Well, I can see from looking at my past week's performance. I sent 10,000 people to that ad, and not a single person clicked on it. Oh my gosh, it must be awful. Yes, it is. So now I have this past week's results. I can see how many people out of the total number that was sent to look at this ad actually clicked on it. And if I have no clicks and I have no signups, well, then I know that ad does not work. So these are the things that a tracker can help you do. And these things are all part of your job to go through and set up and look at and figure out what's working for you and what's not. All right. So now that I've explained the necessity of why and how, I'm going to show you the who and the what, where, why. It's more fun that way. All right, start sharing. Share the full screen. All right, can you see? Is that big enough? Is it there? Can you see it? All right. Now don't yell at me if you can see the chat over there. It's the only way that I can see your chat. So when you come into hitsconnect, yeah, it's going to cut off at the right. Because I do not have two different monitor screens, I cannot push one to one monitor and the other to the other one. So it's the only way I can view your comments. Otherwise, I'm just going to monologue and do whatever I want, and you can put questions there, and I won't see them until the end. So it's a good compromise. Yay, Bridget! hitsconnect is awesome. I love it. Actually, for a long time, hitsconnect only had paid membership. You could only be a subscribed, upgraded member. It was the only option. But Josh opened it up to free membership options about I want to say a year and a half ago. I think it's closer to two. In regards to what I liked the most, before I even got in to look at the rest of the site, when I joined, I was presented with 35 or $45 off. I think it was 35. 35 sounds correct. It's been so long since I saw the offer. But as an advertiser, as somebody who has paid to have upgraded tracking features before and other trackers, $35 for the year was like, whoa, oh my goodness, so truly affordable. So I totally speak to that. And if you are serious about what you're doing, and you don't have a membership yet, be aware that that is there, and it is the best value that you're going to get. Bridget, I'm confused about what you're saying. Your commando mailer banner doesn't have any impressions. Did you assign any to it anywhere? Because here's the deal. All right, so we'll in banners. All right, so there's two different banner sections, and in order to add a banner, it's very simple. You click add a banner, and then in the banner image URL spot, you can put whatever you like. And I'll give it a name so we know which one it is. Now, this particular site is LFM, so I can auto append the banner ID. And it will say, this up here shows the banner ID. So we save the banner. Now, in order for this particular tracked banner to register impressions, this is the URL, the image URL that you will place in whatever sites that you want to promote this particular banner in, and this is the target URL. Now notice that this one has banner and a JPEG, and that one's the image, and this one has click and just the number. And this one is the destination URL with the banner and the banner rotators. You will always see the JPEG to list the image, and you will also always see the click and just the number for the target URL. So don't get them confused. Now, you can do that. You can add banners singly wherever you want if you want to car on the traffic to a specific one. I'm a creature of convenience. I love saving time. So once you have added your banner over here, the easiest way to get your new banner into rotation is to go to My Banner Rotators. And this lists all of the different banners that you have already added to the system. And you notice some of these are a bit scrunched up. Why? Because you don't have to just put 468 by 60 banners in here. You can put the bigger login ad ones or the thank you ad ones, or you can put in the square banners, the 125 by 125 banners. I have a 125 by 125 banner rotator, and it only has those square banners on it because there are a lot of traffic exchanges and malls and different resources that I use that allow me to do square banner promotions, and that's how I promote all the different sites that I want to promote. Now, let's say I don't want to promote all those sites just now. I want to just cut it down to one. All right, so gotta go to the one that's correct. All right, now over here you'll see check boxes. These are what determines what is kept in the rotator. So I'm just going to use one particular banner right now. And then all I have to do is hit update rotator. And then only the banner that I've selected will be shown on this rotator. But as it's a rotator, that doesn't make sense. But here's the other thing to keep in mind when using a rotator. You don't want to put more than 10 different items on it. Why? Because if you are split testing two different banner ads, like I want to show you like these ones down here. This one is plain. This one has a star, and this one is animated. So I could put the three of them on a banner rotator to split test and see which one of them gives me better results. Or I could have a different site banner for each. But if you go above 10, just remember that if you send 10,000 people to that banner rotator, then each of those banners is only going to get 1,000 visitors. So the more banners you put on a rotator, and the same thing with links that you put on a URL rotator, the more traffic you got to put on it in order to get it all up. So keep the numbers low so that you get a good spread and a good number distribution without stretching yourself too thin. Let me just put these back. Don't play with active promotions, Marcy. Why not? It's more fun that way. Are you sure? Yes. I'm super sure. All right, I think that's it. All right, that's all of them. Okay. So with the banner rotator, the same thing. You'll see this. All right, it says brotate.jpg. That is the image. This one says click, and then it just has the numbers. Destination URL. Now, there is tags. Tags are meant to help you identify any amount. Like let's say I go over to buckets of banners, right? And I buy a whole bunch from Bob, right? I could buy like 50,000 impressions, and I know that I'm gonna get some kind of results for it. So if it takes 3 days, a week, a month, whatever, it doesn't really matter what the time period is. It just matters that if you're promoting 10 different things, each one of those is only going to get a 10% mark on it. So, and in terms of active promotions, 10,000 hits a day. Well, it used to be really easy. You'd be surfing and sending out emails, and that was the way to do it. But things have slowed down a little bit online. So in order to get the same amount of traffic, you have to belong to more sites, and you got to spend a little bit of money because not everybody has the time to sit and surf all day. Plus, if I'm going to sit and surf, I want to know that my time isn't going to be wasted. So I'll spend $5 or $10 and test the traffic with ads that I know work. How do I know they work? Well, because I've gotten signups from them before. All right. So here's the good stuff, the main stuff. And I will show you the statistics with the banners and whatnot after I break this stuff down for you. Now, the way that hitsconnect breaks down your sites is by the URL. So if you want to look at multiple URLs, then you're going to have to open view statistics in another tab so that you can see what's going on. And see for view today, view for this week, view for the past month. Ooh, we got new stuff in here. Custom range and view calendar, so you can see it all. Ooh, I like these new features. It's like, hey, haven't you seen these yet? You're the one giving the webinar. I live under a rock. I've been doing lots of different things. And I love the new look. I love the new features. It's fantastic. Now I want to sweet. Gosh, the man. All right, we're gonna go to one that I know actually has lots of good stuff. This is the past month. I'm gonna give you previous month. All right, so you see how the ones where we've gotten signups, they're green. We can see where the conversions came from. We can see all the good stuff. We can see where we're getting hits, how many unique ones. Good, good, good. Where did the signups come from? List surfing, list auction, and add solution line. Let's see. So let's get a good. I always find something I don't like, and it's always something so trivial. But yeah, I can't just look down and see. I gotta look. But these are for the individual URLs. Now, if I'm using a URL rotator, it still counts the hits that are delivered to each individual URL that is tracked by hitsconnect. However, you will not see a total amount on the rotator. All the statistics for any rotator you use are on the banner or the tracked URL campaign that you've created. All the information is in one of those two places. Unless you're an owner, then you got different options, but that's not for today. So we'll talk about banners, right? I want to pick a banner that's actually an LFM one. All right, so this banner has had a total of 8,078 impressions, right? So 14 clicks and wow, 816 actions. That's not quite right. There's something wrong with the conversion. Where's that? Huh? When you go into here, any of the the banners. Right here, if you own the page that people are going to see after they join something, like let's say you're tracking a squeeze page that you've made, right? So the first page they see after they confirm their subscription is usually your thank you page. And there's lots of places on around that either they give you a thank you page to use, or you can create your own and put that URL in your autoresponder settings form. So if you put this little bit of code onto the page that you own, it will track as a sign up or a conversion. So that way you can see not only the hits and the clicks, but you can see how many people are actually signing up. And it doesn't work on all sites. And like I said, you pretty much need to be able to edit the page that they're going to see after they first join something. But if it's LFM driven, then the auto append ID will work just fine. This one's not tagged because it's not an LFM script. I promote in as many different places as possible. Like this URL actually has less than this one. This one's total impressions are about 34,205. But we can see that we're getting actions from hit to hit. We can see viral commissions, buckets of banners, hit Safari. These are the places where they're getting clicks. So when I say, oh, I'm going to buy impressions over at Bob, buckets of banners, I'm really not lying. I'm totally telling you the truth. For banner advertising, it's good for delivery and results as well. But the only reason that I know that is because I use track banners that tell me where my traffic is coming from, where are these signups coming from, where's the gold, and how do I get more? Clicks is opens, yes. So if I were to click through on this banner, that's an action that's counted as a click. And then if it's an LFM site, when people join after the click, then it will be counted as a conversion under here. And depending on how the owner has things set up inside the site, you can put down, let's see, let me show you. In this box here, the sales value, the cost value. So let's say I created a banner specifically to run on buckets of banners because it's a buckets of banners targeted member ad for a site or product that I want to promote. And let's say I spent $25. So I spend $25 and a sales value. The sales value is how much I should be making with one sale if they take the option. So let's say it's $5. You save the banner and then it will give you a readout of your cost versus sales. And you can see whether or not that advertising is truly effective or not. You can do it with pretty much anything. And the more information that you can gather, the better informed you're going to be, the more educated and better decisions you can make. And surely your AR info when someone signs up. But that's not just for autoresponders. Like, okay, so just to take your statement at face value, if I only use the autoresponder, then I'm pretty much only promoting my squeeze page. I'm not promoting banners, and I'm not promoting any other pages, ever. which means no text links, no classified links, no nothing. Just squeeze page, which is fine. Rather limiting, but fine. So yes, I would know through my autoresponders tracking where these signups came from. However, everything else that I'm doing, my banner advertising, my text ad advertising, um, blogs, Facebook posts, paid advertising, such as pay per click, not pay to click, pay per click, Google advertising, Yahoo advertising, premium paid advertising. This is where tracking really is important. It's not just in keeping things organized and letting you know, it's to let you know exactly what's going on. Yeah, it's not just about squeeze pages and whatnot, because if you really truly want to tap into all the different resources that are out there, you got to use everything at your disposal that you're comfortable using. So let's say I join a classified ad site, right? Because people are like, oh, that's from the Stone Ages, the Dark Ages, back when everybody used to read newspaper and you got newspaper print on your hands. They're rather good though. Online classified ads, yeah, they still work. They still work really well. So let's say I join 3 new ones, right? And I post the same ad in all 3. So how do I tell the difference? Well, I can either add a tag. Let's go over here so I can show you what I mean by that. Oh, I lie a lot. I mean, not too often. In order to keep track of which ad is placed where, for the most part, hitsconnect will tell you the where and the hits, but if I have the same destination URL for each of those 3 different ads, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for me to tell which of them brought in the better results. So after you put in the URL, the tracked URL, you put in a backslash, and let's say C add 1, because just call the first place 1, because I know it's 1. And we'll call the next one C add 2, and the next one C add 3. So then what ends up happening is when people click on this link, it carries this tracking code with it. And let's see if I've got, ooh, I do have. In fact, I saw the other day, only a few minutes ago. All right, here you go. Here's a parameter. VTT VIP link recommends. Oh, that's a big tag. Yes, it is a big tag, and you don't need tags that big, but I needed something so that I could identify exactly where that one came from. And by looking at that tag, I know that it came from the viral taco traffic VIP link recommends. So somebody who opened a solo ad clicked on the recommends link and said, hey, that's a good recommendation. I'm going to join viral commissions. So the more you put in this little backslash area for the tag for your identifier tag, the better off you're going to be. Because if you know exactly where it's placed, then you got everything you need. You got everything you need. And for when I place text ads, right? One of my most prominent text ads is on the prowl for profits, question mark. And when I put my link in, I put in prowl text, and then I put the initials of the site that I posted it on. So when I get people who click on it, I can see exactly where they came from. Da, da, da. This is why. Here's steps. And just from today, here's one from Viral Commissions Admin Footer. This is the last mailer, Proud Text, so that's from a text ad. This one is from a text ad. This is paid to click. So I get a really quick breakdown of where I'm getting traffic from, what's going on with it. Text, text, banner, text, 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 text. So this gives me more information. I can see exactly what's going on. I know whether or not that text ad is working and whether it's effective and where exactly it's coming from. So let's say I've been allocating 1,000 credits every day to a text ad at a site. And after a month, I go through the statistics, and we have the total hits and all the good stuff that we need for the information. And I look through and I don't see any hits. I don't see any impressions. I don't see anything at all from the place where I've been spending all these credits. Well, now that I know that that email or that text ad isn't converting at this place, well, I'm not going to run that ad there. I'm going to focus on using those credits as the main advertising, whether it's a mailer or if it's a topic exchange for main page view. So in regards to what you're doing online, if you're not keeping track and you're not posting track URLs and looking over your results, you're doing a whole lot of effort and you will never, ever, 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 ever get out. Why? Because you have no bench point to look back from and say, oh, well, I was doing this, this, and this, and well, something worked, and I started making a whole bunch of referrals, but I don't know where they came from. So I'm going to have to go back to all those places and try again. And what's going to happen? Well, you might make referrals just like the last time, or you might not. But in either case, if you're not keeping track, you don't know exactly where to go to get what you want. And the same thing in posting your ads. If you're running a page and you think it's the bomb, it's going to convert like crazy, it's going to bring me millions, and it doesn't even bring you one referral. Well, how do you make it better? Well, you test and you tweak. And by tweaking, I don't mean take the whole thing and throw it in the garbage. I mean, change the colors on one. Like maybe you have a white background on one. Let's try a black background on the other. See if it makes it stand out a little bit more. Change the headline on one. Change a little bit of how you say your main message. Maybe there's an image on the original. Get rid of it. Try it without. Just focus on the message. But with the new page, if you're keeping track, you can see, oh, okay, well, it's been a week and, oh, well, I've gotten way more referrals already. So I know that some of these changes are working, but I want to see which versions are working the best. Okay, the one with the changed headline and the no image and the clear message. That one is the one that's bringing me the most. So now I'm going to put all these to the side, focus on this one. So how do we make this one convert better? And that is what we do. That's our ongoing job. Our ongoing job is to create and think of ways to promote our products and build our network and spread the word and become more effective at it. And in order to become more effective at what you're doing, you need to keep track. Otherwise, it's like walking around in a dark cave, feeling your way. Oh, is that a wall? No, that's a hole. No good. All right. So, if you own your own website, right? For those of you who are on that next step. And you don't have to be selling a product. You can have a blog or something that you call your own. You can download my tracker and put it on your own site, and it works beautifully with hitsconnect, and it will keep track for you. I have a oh I just had a realization. I forgot to do something. No wonder. All right. Anyway, um, for most of the people who have LFM sites with the My Tracker download installed, it gives you a more complete idea of exactly what's going on. Like if you go into hot flash hits or Tezers, right, and you look at your downline, you can see where they came from, how much they made you. It's also a good indication if you're looking at where to go to get active referrals. Every once in a while, I'll log into all of my sites, or the sites, not my sites, the sites I'm a member of, and look in my downline. And if the site will show me where they came from, the traffic source and the ad that they came from, make a list. And the places that bring me the most, will I focus my efforts on there? And if I join something new, how are you supposed to know whether or not that's a good resource? Well, you got to keep track. Got to use a tracker. And you used to have lots and lots and lots of options. You still kind of have lots of options, but there's only one really good option. And for truly, it really is hitsconnect. When it comes to keeping track of what you're doing, flexibility, affordability, which is number one in my book. hitsconnect hits it all, and I love the annuals because it gives me 12 months to make my commissions and earn it back. And everybody should be using the tracker. So first thing on your list after that introductory email, are you keeping track? If you're not, here's a good tracker. And it saves you so much time and headache. I confess, I worked probably oh, I want to say 2 years. It probably is correct. 2 years without using a tracker. How much money did you make? Well, not as much as I would have made if I had had a tracker. But when I started using a tracker, I realized I was spending a lot of time at sites that weren't delivering and weren't actually doing anything. They were actually just kind of dying off. And because I was no longer spending time there, I had to move to newer and greener pastures. I started getting better results and better results and better results. So yes, we can do this without using a tracker, but it is not recommended unless you have an eidetic memory. You remember total recall at all times. Don't do that to yourself. Not smart. Or just get a yes. That's actually the best and most practical way. Like if they're like, well, I don't even want a site, right? I don't want a site. Well, just get a domain so that you can create your own splash pages, make your own banners, and you don't have to have anything complicated on there. It could just be a whole site of ads. It'll be fun. Never even thought of that. I think it's because I've been brainwashed by web designers in web designer school. Everything has to have a hierarchy and you know, fit in a box. But yes, it's probably the best recommendation I would give anybody. Because we tell you, you want to stand out, you want to create your own splash pages, you want to be unique because everybody else is running the same ads. And when your ads are hosted with another site, sometimes the site's unreachable, sometimes something goes wrong, sometimes they lose your ads. But with your own, You pretty much know where they are all the time and what's going on with them. Gives you more control, puts you in the driver's seat. All right. Any questions about tracking, using this tracker, anything at all having to do with hitsconnect? Because I don't want to get out of the screen share just yet. If you've got a question that requires a little bit of online interaction, show and tell. What's up, Iad? I have one answer. Well, I have an answer. I can't just limit it to one. Sometimes it's not just one answer. How is it not just one answer? Depends on the question. Could be a two-part answer. What's taking much time? Adding stuff into. Oh. Well, how many banners do you have in hitsconnect? He's like, I don't know, it's taking too long. One of the reasons why it might be taking too long is some of the sites might not be reachable at this point in time, and that can slow down the. I don't know why it's not listed that way. You have to talk to Josh. I did not create or design the layout. I am only the host. Okay. What do you mean in the you got sales from an ad that you ran, but it didn't show up as a sale in the back in your tracking? Or you made an affiliate commission and it didn't show up in the affiliate commission section, because those are two entirely different things. If you did not take the time to set up sales value or cost value, and you don't, like, if you don't own the product, you really can't go through that. Because here's why. Like, let's say that you want to say keep track of who's coming into Desert Mail, right? And you put the sales value at $4.99 because it's the lowest downsell and the one most people are likely to buy if they're on a tight budget, right? So you put in the sales value of $4.99. But you're not the owner of that site, so that you don't actually have it set up so that it's reading correctly. So every time somebody joins, it will register the sale as whatever you put it in, but it's not accurate. It's only as accurate as the person who puts the information into it. So in order for that to really work for you as an affiliate and not an owner, you have to be, like, if you have a PLR product that you've repurposed and you've changed and you're selling it for $5 a pop, then you can put in the sales value, because at a point where they've clicked through and submitted their details, they've paid the $5. So it's a different set of circumstances, but you have to set the sales value. And if there's multiple sales options for the same URL, then again, it's a little bit more complicated. And if you don't own the site, it's even more of a headache that doesn't usually work. So in terms of sales and stuff, um, track the sales, yes. This right here, this part, this image, blah, blah, blah. That has to go on the page that people would view. So let's say I'm selling a $5 product. So instead of putting that 1x1 pixel conversion tracker on the page that is confirm your subscription, it's on the page that somebody sees after they've paid for it, and it's on the download page. So then it would read accurately because only people who paid the price would see that page. So sometimes the banner rotator opens another link other than the banner related. I've seen that happen, but the only time I've ever seen that happen is when I put a space in front of the HTTP in the destination URL. How do you know they're rotators? What do you mean? If you wish to pick a rotator, you would go to the section listed My Rotators. And the link will say rotate, rotate, always rotate. So even with the banner rotators, it says be rotate. But with banner rotators, you always have this same ID, and you have the 10 down here. So you click on whichever one you want to edit, add the banners, update, and save. But if you can replicate the issue and send in a support ticket, it's always good to find the bugs in the system, especially if they're not typical. But I've run into that, and usually it's user error, my user error. Oh, well, that's different. That's different. That's different. It depends on the site. Some sites say in banner areas, when you go to put in your banner, do not use banner rotators. It's not because they're jerks and they don't want you to have ease, efficiency, and comfort. It's because the script that they use to give you credits if you click on a banner ad it disrupts the banner rotator. So in like at viral commissions, viral target traffic, and viral commando profits, some banner rotators will not work because the way that the site script awards credits to the members for viewing ads, it breaks the code of the rotator because one image is shown and then it goes through the next click and then it doesn't work. So if you've noticed that, always when you're setting up your banner ads and whatnot, make sure you click on them and make sure they go to the place where they're supposed to go. And if you don't see that, then you need to just go in and go into my banner section and then choose the banner that you want to show there. Kind of suck it up and not use banner rotators, because that's one of the other issues that I've also found and had. I've built a couple other people's downlines accidentally that way, but the easiest way to get around that is to pick the best performer and put it in the spotlight. Yes, exactly. So as much as using a banner rotator is awesome and saves time, sometimes it causes headaches. Sometimes it causes a little bit of extra stress. But if you know if you're using a banner rotator on a regular basis and you go through your weekly statistics, you can see which one of your banners is getting more attention. And that's the one that you put in the place where you can't use the rotator without growing someone else's down long. It saves me money to change the link that I promoted. Yes. That's another good reason. When I was an affiliate and I was promoting a lot of different sites, sometimes the site would be down, right? So you don't want to waste your advertising promoting a site that's not reachable. So you come into hitsconnect, you take it off the rotator, you take the banner off the rotator, and you know, all keeps going on. But then you don't end up wasting advertising. But lots of practical applications as well. All right. Any other questions? Yep. 2 little clicks and it's all fixed. Ooh, I'm just looking. I'm interested. Some of these banners have more views than others for the day. Hmm. About affiliates. What about the affiliates? It's not shown when they last log in. Are you sure? This one's different. This one's different. This one's different. Well, if they're still the same, that means that they're not actually using the tracker. Yeah, it's listen. You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink. And there is the training manual for PDF right here. That it's yours. It's all yours. Yay! And it tells you how to use it, why to use it, when to use it. And I will say that yeah, I have found if you spend a lot of time trying to drag people into doing stuff that they should be doing, if they don't see the value of what you're introducing to them, if you've knocked your head on a wall at least 4 times, then it's time to move on to somebody who's going to listen. And it's just like anything else. Survival of the fittest. Who follows directions the best? Who's an action taker? Who's ready to actually work online? Some people think they are, but they're really not. They're just dabbling. Do you have any idea why hitsconnect would put a 200,000 text character limit on your page? Um, well, there's one way to get around that, Gary. You take all the CSS stuff, you move it to a separate document and attach it. And then there's no additional coding on the page. It's just style, see attached CSS, if you know what I mean. If not, you could send it to me and I'll fix it for you. It's very easy. But you have to load the style sheet to your server. But if you don't have a server, I can't help you there either. But what I would say, Gary, is whoever did your squeeze page, tell them to move all the style, the CSS style, to a style sheet and attach it that way because it's causing problems with your advertising. Yeah, it's, you know why? Because that's where all the bad stuff is passed. That's where all the naughty stuff is. That's where they get you. And then what they try to do is they try to insert SQL commands so that they can return your passwords, your user ID, your everything. Yeah, so just tell the person who created your squeeze page that you need to move that all to an external style sheet. And if they know what they're doing, they'll know what I'm talking about. And if they don't know what I'm talking about, that's really like, well, you put all those things together. Clearly, you knew what you were doing at some point in time. It also depends on what security mods are set up on the server as well. So it's unfortunately it's because of the hypervigilance that is required of security features these days. You can't just have a lot of incidental characters because a lot of the times it's invisible text that runs malignant stuff in the background. So all right. So that being said, I'm not seeing any other questions or comments or yada yada yada. I will tell you guys for your squeeze pages, splash pages, banners, whatever kind of ads that require loading time, the less that you put on your page and the faster it loads, the better off you are. Because I could see a page with fireworks going off and all sorts of animations and swooping text and this and that. But listen, if it takes 30 seconds to load, and all I see is the fireworks going off and nothing else ever comes in, then it's not an effective ad. You know what is an effective ad? A still JPEG of a firework exploding and the message and the call to action. Loads like that. It loads faster than the surf icons do. Yeah, that's what you want. Reset memory. After, if you have to make your own landing page, how do you connect it to the site you are promoting? What if you're talking about creating a squeeze page or a splash page on your own, right? If you're trying to track conversions, then if you're building your list, the only way to send them to the site is to use your affiliate link in the follow-up email. So I've got new people coming onto my list. I've introduced myself, given them something of value for free because it makes everybody warm and fuzzy and it makes them more inclined to listen to me when I try to sell them something because I gave them something of good value. So then I get to what I really want to talk about. And sometimes you can go right into what you want to talk about, but if you're building your affiliate funnel, then it's more about building your relationship and long term. And yes, you want to introduce them to affiliate funnel, but then there's all the things inside affiliate funnel. But with a splash page, um, mm, can't really do anything with that. The only thing you can do with splash pages is track clicks, unless you're using a site's affiliate splash page. Um, but yeah, in regards to whatever, if you've got people on your list and you're not sending them email ads and recommendations of sites to join, well, get on it. Get on it. That's a major part of your advertising. It's not just about collecting details and building a list. If I've got a list with 1,000,000 people on it and I never mailed to them and I never tried to sell them anything, it's worthless. It's not making me money because I'm not doing anything with it. But if I have a list of 100 people and I'm sending them one email promotion for products that are moderately priced to high priced and making sales on a regular basis, well, it doesn't matter that my list is only 100 people because I'm making more than the person who has 1,000,000 people on their list and isn't doing a damn thing with it. Okay. Um, Actually, we do this right here at Affiliate Funnel because we don't want all your hard work to come to naught. So any of the programs that we talk about here, if you are a member of Affiliate Funnel, you can join them from your back office area. There are links to Hits Connect in your back office area, and that way you leave the dance with the same person you came with, and then you don't have to be afraid of referring people or referrals to our webinars in fear of, oh, well, they're going to take them all. No, we send them to their members area and tell them to join. Put the links back there. So all your hard work continues to pay off for you. So you learn and earn at the same time. Woohoo! That's always fun. There's a line in the campaign set up for where to send the signups after they've. Yes. And that's usually, this is one of my favorite pages. Uh, so, it will probably help. Hey, I got it right. So this is one of my thank you pages, right? But that's the kind of page that you want to send your new subscribers to. And in this case, you would want the ultimate guide to affiliate funnel there and da 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 da. But your tracking pixel would go on that page because that's the page that they would see after they confirm their subscription and join the pro list. But yes, in regards to connecting it to the site you're promoting, the only thing you can do is put your affiliate link in the email. What do you mean you don't see it? Don't see what? You won't see the conversion link. It's invisible. Well, it's not invisible, but it's only 1 pixel by 1 pixel. You'll never see it. You're not meant to see it. It's meant for the computer to see. Click the link that's there. The viraltacotraffic.com. I don't have my screen on share anymore, so if I click it, I'll see it, but you won't. So you have to click it for yourself. All right. So we did that too. Here's another hitsconnect URL for you, but it's got goodies and extras. Oh my! I like goodies and extras. So do my peeps. Are you ready, Mr. Rickert? It's like, no, no. Keep stalling for time. I gotta fix my hat. All right. There you go. Yeah, he's like, yes, yes, I have to fix the hat. But you know, if you can make your own, you can make all sorts of your own thank you. You can put whatever you want on it. But if you're looking to how to, oh, there you go. If your chosen program has a free gift, like the other one, let me see, what is this one? Oh, I have one that says claim your 250 in bonus advertising here. It uses one of the new member bonuses of one of the sites that I was promoting. So that's a really good way to tie it back directly to whatever site you were originally trying to promote. Give them a gift from that site. It gets them there. um, Anybody who actually is a member of Viral Commando Profits and you use Traffic Wave and you've set up your follow-up series by watching the videos, you have your own thank you page, and it actually has well, depending on your membership, it has the Happy Hunting Guide and the Viral Commando Profits Income Generator, both of them on the download page, and the 250 in bonus ads, you know, and those all go back to your own affiliate URL. So, God, that's there too, and that's there for everybody who's an affiliate who's list building. So if you don't know how to use that, and there's a place for you to put your tracking pixel, so it's on your thank you page, so you already know. Yeah, I set that up for you guys to use with hitsconnect and just make it streamlined. But you know, nobody knows. 'Cause nobody reads. Oh, so sexy with the hat.
Okay, yeah. First one. Sorry, I didn't realize you were talking about connecting it to the site you're promoting. Landing pages are usually for your autoresponder. Excuse me. Okay. Anyway, on to another fun part. I was going to say the fun part, but that's not true. We've been having fun. We did have a new person in here, but he took off. But we got another one in here, I think. I'm not sure. Jim Wheatley. Or excuse me, J.M. Wheatley. I believe this is your first time. I think it is. I think it is. I think it is. Uh, this is your first time here? Oh, nope. Okay. Okay, I thought it looked kind of familiar, but I wasn't sure. Okay. Well, maybe again. On to more fun. Here, point. Promo code for Desert Dragon Surf, Farm Traffic, and Traffic Flash is Keep Track with HC. The big HC hits connect. Plug that in and surf one whole page and get yourself 25 credits, 100 banner, 100 text, 100, and I think it's 250 square banners. Yeah, I don't fill that out very often, but that'll get you all those goodies. You can get it from there, or you can go down to the lower corner, click the little button next to the Know How Guys image, and click the down facing arrow to download it. And it's got the login links for it too to make it nice and easy for you. I better check on that, but it should be good. And I will check on this. Okay, so I did first timers. I don't think there's any other first timers. If you're a first timer here, now's the time to give a holler. And let me go over here quick like Robo 14 Robo Form changed their setup for Chrome. Now you get a whole page to search from instead of where they used to have it. Take a quick peek here. Where's this lady? I'm still here. Just checking on that. It should be in there. Yeah, Tony's not here today. He's been partying with friends, having a good time. So he had taken to the airport yesterday, I think. Oh no, he had taken to the airport this morning. So yeah, keep track with HC for that. Sweepstakes winners today. Sweepstakes winners today. Whoa, he's right on. Gary. Gary's a winner. And first one. You're a winner. Oh, Tezerman. Okay. Thanks, George. Gary, and first one. What's your name again? First one. I know that's your username, because I remember using it the other week, but I forget who goes to that. Who am that anyway? First one. First one. Connie Russell. Okay, Connie. Okay, Connie. So Gary and Connie, you will get 100 credits, 500 banner text and square banner ads at those same fun sites: Traffic Splash, Tezers, Farm Traffic, and Dragon Surf. So Gary and Connie, I will get those added shortly after we end here. Yeah, I just your username stuck in my mind, Connie, because I gave you a prize before. What did I miss? Oh, the spelling. Yeah, that's an unusual spelling for Gary. But once again, congratulations to Gary and Connie. I will get those added. Might be a little bit of difficulty. Hopefully not getting the Facebook post in for today's show. Took me till late night last week because Facebook made some darn changes to some of the pages there when you try to post. They've been playing havoc with me. Some of them changed, some of them didn't, some of them changed a little, some of them just got very frustrating, like the affiliate funnel Facebook page. But I will try to get that in as soon as possible. And if anybody didn't catch the pre-show, I'm pretty sure, if now Fran didn't have any problems, maybe that was the 32-bit, but on the 64-bit version of the Firefox, latest version 61.0101, Tony and I both got a darn virus, and I think that's where it came from, because that's the last thing I remember doing before it showed up, and it's a booger to get rid of. I've got, excuse me, 3 different pages I found for how to get rid of it, and it's supposed to be simple, but it's kind of tedious, and you can't just run a virus program to get rid of it. Excuse me. It takes several steps of killing the virus, finding the stuff it's messing up, killing it again, kill this, kill that, because it attaches to the registry instead of going into a file. So it's a booger to get rid of. So just be careful if you're using the latest. Oh, you're on 64-bit? Maybe it's location specific or something. I sent in the ticket to them and haven't got a response back yet. It wasn't a very detailed one, but hopefully they can look at my account and find out how to fix it that way. I did, in all the research, find out that this same virus, the Kovter, Kovter virus, was attached to Chrome back in, I believe it was 2015. Caused some havoc back then, and it's a booger. So be careful. You might want to hold off on the latest release of Firefox 61.01.01. Yeah, I usually do that. Anyway, okay, that was that. Anything else? I'm still working on getting what is a traffic exchange converted over to LFM. I've got a bunch of little things I've got to do, and I've got a bunch of them done, but not all of them. One or two more things I need to get done before I can make it available again. And that should be about it. We got our winners. And back to Marcy. Everybody have a great weekend. Don't have a heat stroke or anything like that. Bye now.
All right, guys. I hope you got a lot out of today's webinar. Even if you don't understand all the finer points of putting tags on stuff and looking at in-depth tracking, you can get all that good information from the how-to PDF guide that's in your hitsconnect back office. And like I said, you can join from the members area in affiliate funnel and yes, awesome OTO. So in all those respects, if you're not using a tracker, well, then you're just leaving things up to chance. And if you're made of money and you love just doing whatever, and doesn't matter if you win, lose, or draw, do you. However, if you are here to make money and be in profit and generate yourself long-term income, well, tracking is essential. And as far as I'm concerned, hitsconnect is the most affordable option available and reliable. And oh, I forgot to tell you, because it is connected with most LFM sites, it automatically checks all the URLs that you put in there. So you can see right away whether or not there's any hidden stuff on the URLs that you're posting. So knowledge is power, and go arm yourself. And your homework is, if you are already a member of hitsconnect, use some tags, create some text links, use some tags so that you know exactly where those visitors are coming from and which ads are working the best. You don't belong to hitsconnect. Go grab yourself an account. You don't have to upgrade, but you'll only see that offer once, so save yourself some money. Take that OTO. But if you can't afford it, it's okay. Go get your membership anyway and use it as a free member, because the more information you gather on the things that you're doing, the better informed you are to make changes and prosper. So yes, that's what I love the best. Adding all the rotators and whatnot. It's like click, 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 click. One click and it's all done. I love the ease and simplicity. All right. That being said, have a fantastic weekend, everybody. Do not get overheated. If you notice that it's getting way too hot, get indoors, get somewhere cool and relax. You can party all night. It'll still be nice and it'll be much cooler. So spend your day advertising and party all night. Yeah. All right. Go soak your head too. Or you can go to that. That works too. All right, guys. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you guys next week at the same Batty channel. The same Batty channel with the same most definitely Batty personality next week. Bye, guys.